Alright, hello everyone, it's Team Rocket Draws here with another Pokemon drawing tutorial. And for this video guys, we're gonna be drawing Mega Latios. So as you guys can see on screen, this is how it ends up looking like. So if you guys want to learn how to draw it, then let's get started. I'm also gonna put up a reference right now on screen, that way it's easier for you guys to draw, and at the same time you guys can get all your details. Just keep in mind guys that we're gonna start off by doing a sketch, and then from there on you guys are gonna do your final drawing. So remember to do your lines light. And just like my other tutorials guys, first we're gonna start off by doing a circle. The better that you guys make it, the easier it is gonna be to follow my tutorial. Once we have that, we're gonna split it in half both ways. Once again, try to get it right in the middle. Then we're gonna extend this line right there in the middle a little bit to the sides, and then we're just gonna connect it to the top right here. This is basically gonna be the shape and the size of the body. Once we have that guys, I'm using a spare piece of paper right here to measure the length of the circle or the oval shape. I'm gonna call it an oval, and we're gonna do this line right there that should be a little bit longer. So then I mark off the middle of the oval shape, and this is how long the neck is supposed to be. There we go. Now that we have that guys, the middle or half of the actual circle, we're gonna measure. That's basically gonna be the length of the head, which is also an oval shape. So you guys can use a ruler, you guys can use a spare piece of paper, you guys could just guess. You know, you guys don't need to measure anything. Once we have that guys, we're obviously gonna split in half the same way, and now we could do this arm right here, this wing. So it might get a little bit confusing towards the middle, so I am going to erase some of these lines, that way it can help you guys out. And there we go. So now for the bottom right here, or actually we're going to go to the top and actually do the tip of the wing. Goes about that far. And like I mentioned guys, this is a sketch, so if anything doesn't look right, we could always go back and change them. Alright, so now for this part right here, imagine that's like the leg, right? And do that shape right there. And the point towards the end should be a little bit thinner than it gets closer to the body. I do that, change that later on. Now for this part right here, where the wing attaches to the body, it's more like an oval shape. There we go. Now around right there, close to the same level, we're just gonna connect it and do the bottom right there, as well as do this other little leg. I'm just gonna call it a leg guys. I know it's not like a leg, but we're gonna go ahead and call it a leg. And remember that that one is a little bit thinner than the one on the left, the first one that we did. Alright, so now we can just do that right there for the neck, since it's not a straight line. And we actually can see part of the other wing right there. Now we could go ahead and erase some of these lines. I'm using a mechanical eraser. It's just I push a button and it erases, but it actually helps out guys, just because it helps me erase some of those like detailed lines that I need gone, but it makes like a mess. But yeah, so now to work on the face guys, we're actually gonna extend it a little bit to the right and do the forehead right there. Now for one of the ears, goes along right there. Now for this one as well, this one's obviously going to be a lot shorter than the one on the top. Or they actually line up similar, but mine I make it a little bit smaller. Now right there for the face. Now for the eye, we can just connect it to that middle right there of the oval shape. There we go. Now for the mouth, it's just an oval shape with the line. So we're going into smaller details right here guys. So the smaller that you guys make your drawing, the harder it is to do those small details. We could just erase those and just redraw the lines that we do want. And we're basically done guys. Now the only thing to do is just to go over the actual sketch and then just make any changes necessary. Like right there, I noticed that the top should be a lot thicker. I do change the one on the left later on, but right here I'm just work on the shape right there of the ear where it connects. And yeah, so just go over your drawing, guys, your sketch, and just look at the reference. And if you know you miss something doesn't look right on your sketch, make sure to go ahead and change that now. Once we do that, guys, what I like doing is that I like to erase the whole sketch. And the reason that I do this is because even though I'm still erasing it, you guys can probably still see it on the video, I can still see it on the paper. And I like to erase it just so when I do my final outline, it looks a lot cleaner. And this is where I like to make my changes, anything, you know, just round stuff up or just make it a little bit better. And a lot of people, what they like doing is they outline it in a Sharpie or a pen or something, and they just once it's dry, they go ahead and erase the pencil. There's so many different ways of going ahead and doing. I think I changed that later on, or maybe I didn't, guys. Maybe I was lying to you guys. But yeah, a lot of people do it different ways. A lot of people, they like to trace their like final sketch into their final drawing in a different piece of paper. There's just so many different ways that you guys could go ahead and do it, but this is the way that I do it, at least for my tutorials. Obviously, if I was going to draw this you know, without making a video, then I would have done the sketch a little bit lighter. That way it wouldn't have shown so much at the end like it does right here. But yeah, guys, so this is how it ended up looking like for the final outline. And just, I don't know, I think I like it overall. I think it came out pretty good. I ended up coloring it with my Copic markers, and then I just went over it with the colored pencils. This is one of those things that I like doing, just using the colored pencils to finishing it off, either with watercolors, you know, I started off with, or with my Copics. And then I just go ahead and use the color pencils just to add a little bit more of the shading and whatnot, and it adds a little bit more to the actual drawing. So I went over it with the darker purple for the purple areas, for the shadows, and then I also went over it with the black at the end just to give it a little bit more contrast. And then I just outlined it in Sharpie, and then just used the white gel pen to go over in some of the highlights. So overall, guys, I think it came out okay. I probably could have done a better job at coloring it, but this is how it ended up looking like. And now just looking at the actual wing, the big wing that we can see at the top, now I can't unsee it. Maybe I'm gonna ruin the actual drawing for you guys, but it looks like a witch hat. Do you guys see that? It just looks like a witch hat. So sorry if I ruined the drawing for you guys, but I just noticed that right now. But yeah, guys, so hopefully I was able to help you guys out. Let me know in the comment section below how it ended up looking like. And just like the drawing you guys saw at the beginning of this video, you guys could always send in your drawings to be featured at the beginning of my tutorials. The links are in the description for my email. That's probably the best way to send me your drawings. And yeah, I'll be happy to feature them at the beginning of my tutorials. And it doesn't have to be Pokemon drawings that you guys did for my tutorials or anything like that. It could just be any Pokemon drawings you've done in general. Just remember to write your name on it, and just your name, guys. You can write like your, you know, your initial for your last name, but don't pull your full name on there just because it is gonna be on video. But yeah, guys, so hopefully I was able to help you guys out. Please leave a like and subscribe for more videos, and I guess I'll just catch you guys on the next one. Team Rocket Draws out.